Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. We are on today. As you can see, my husband finished painting the doors and trims here in my craft room, and so now it's a little bit nicer to look at back there until I get my cubby unit. And we do have a new addition to the craft room. Somebody gifted me an old computer desk they were no longer using, so it has a home in here now. I may do a little walk around tour, but I'm using that desk as my planner station. So super excited to have that in here. It helped get rid of some of the clutter, and so the room is actually very big now again, if that makes any sense. So yeah, got rid of some things that were in totes and needed a home, so that was good. So today I am on, first of all, to say thank you for all of the sweet birthday wishes. I really appreciate it, you guys. Nothing special here, no big celebration, no cakes, no cards, nothing like that. So I appreciate everyone for making me feel loved on my birthday. It's just not a big deal around here, as sad as that sounds. Okay, so today's video is the holiday crafting questions, and I was tagged by the bestie. I do believe that Alicia Wagman 510 curated this tag, so it's taken me a minute to get around to it, but here we go. So there are 12 questions. The first one is, what are your favorite holiday colors? I've decorated so many different trendy styles. We've done burgundy and gold. That was probably the most long-lived, just because that was first marriage style, and then those things were what I carried on through being single, and then for our first few years of my second marriage. When I was with my first husband, I actually had 3 trees. We had a tree in the formal living room, in the foyer, and in the great room, or the family room. So I decorated in all different styles. This year, because my ornaments were accidentally thrown away, I kind of had to start from scratch. So I went with the traditional red, green, white, and then my tree is black. So we went with like a gnome theme and vintage camper. So it kind of all, you can't even really tell that the tree is black with it lit up. So yeah, we went traditional this time around, and I love it. It's my first time ever doing a themed tree as far as characters go, but I found the gnome garland at Hobby Lobby, and I knew instantaneously once I found the gnome garland, and I found a gnome hat for the tree topper. That was all she wrote, so there's that. Number 2, your favorite holiday drink. I love coffee, so I drink it all year round, but during the Christmas season, I do love peppermint mocha, whether that's out at Dunkin', Starbucks, or I usually just buy the creamer and add it to my coffee here at home. Number 3, your favorite holiday craft. I don't really have a favorite, because I'm still kind of, I wouldn't say I'm new, but I am constantly making new things I haven't tried before, and that's a lot thanks to the collabs that I've been in. But over the past year and a half, I have begun to make Christmas cards for my family, and so yeah, I guess that would have to be what my favorite is, just making Christmas cards. And then I like to stamp the back with the stamp that says, "Yes, I made this card just for you," because nobody takes my crafting seriously, and I spent time making you a Christmas card. Number 4, your favorite holiday memory. I've talked about my grandmother a few times on my channel, but if there were 2 things that she loved most in this world, it was her Lord and her family. She was a very God-fearing woman, and her family was her, that meant the world to her. So every Christmas Eve, the entire family would get together, and I remember her dining room table was full. You couldn't sit at the table. Everybody had to eat. And the adults ate in the living room, and the kids had a little kid table, but the entire table would be full of food, sweets and dressing and anything you wanted, even eggs and onions. And if you guys are not from the South, you probably have no idea what eggs and onions are. And it sounds really gross, and it looks really gross. But, yeah, that was just something, a little country dish she would always have. She'd also always have fried okra, fried squash, green beans. And for many years, those things came out of our own garden. So, up until she couldn't do that anymore. And, of course, as time goes on, and she passed away. Unfortunately, the family does not get together anymore like that. So that was always a huge deal for me growing up. Get together, have dinner, exchange gifts. And I remember when I was old enough to work and could get her my own gifts, like buy it with my own money. That was really special. So yeah, she loved Christmas. And like I said, she was a very religious woman. I was raised Southern Baptist, so Christmas was a big deal for her. The Christian belief behind Christmas was very big to her. And, she said a great big old grace, and those are memories that I do miss. But yeah, that's probably my favorite memory. One craft item you would love to receive. I put a few craft things on my Christmas list for my mom. And I just sent it over on an Amazon list because she is addicted to Amazon Prime, and she's already done Christmas shopping. So, I think the biggest thing I put on my craft wish list was for, the Tim Holtz glass mat. I really, really, really hope that I get that. But yeah, that's probably the most expensive thing that I put on her list. Number 6, one craft item you hope to actually receive. I really want an electronic, die cutting machine, like a Brother Scan and Cut in particular. But, I know I couldn't give that to my mom to buy because that's like very outrageously priced. And my husband does not shop for holidays. Like, I know this sounds bad, but he just doesn't like to shop. So I usually buy my own birthday, and I usually buy my own Christmas. I don't know that would be in the budget this year, but I would really love a Brother Scan and Cut. Now, for my birthday, usually I would go to Tuesday morning and do a big haul, but we're in no-buy November, and finances as they are, we were not able to do anything for my birthday. So that's why you guys didn't see a birthday haul. Because finances are allowing me to stick to my no-buy. Number 7, one treat you only eat during the holidays. That would be my mother's carrot cake. She makes a from scratch carrot cake, and that is the recipe. If you guys stay tuned, that's the recipe I'm using for my Christmas collab project. Week 1 is a recipe dex, and so that is the recipe I'm including in that. Her from scratch carrot cake. It takes forever. It's 3 layers, and even the frosting the cream cheese frosting is homemade. So that would be my guilty pleasure at Christmas. Y'all know I can't cook, but I can bake. And I am even intimidated by that recipe, so I've never tried to duplicate it. I will make her pound cake, and I make that a couple times during the winter season. But other than that, I don't attempt the carrot cake. So, number 8, favorite smell of the Christmas season. Usually my winter scent is apple cinnamon. I really don't stray from that. I'm pretty particular. In the summer, I have a particular scent. In the fall, I have a particular scent. And in the winter, I like apple cinnamon or like a warm vanilla cookie. The hubby has been making some candles lately, and he has a warm fudge brownie scent that he's been doing, and I do like that. So, but overall, apple cinnamon. Number 9, favorite holiday paper pad. I'm a year late, but it would have to be Snow and Cocoa. And then also the Home for the Christmas in the Country by Frank Garcia. I've dipped in this a couple times, made part of the memory decks with it, but I really do like the traditional, the old-timey Santa Claus. He's my favorite. So we have those two. Number 10, one craft item you make every year. Lately it's just been cards for my family. Number 11, your favorite Christmas song. I don't have a favorite song, but I do have the Bing Crosby Christmas CD that I like to play during the holidays. And I usually listen to that on Pandora too. So Bing Crosby is usually my favorite. Number 12, favorite Christmas food. That's hard because you guys know I don't like holiday food. It would have to be my mom's treats, her sweets and treats. We don't really do a Christmas dinner anymore, so on Christmas Day, depending on what time it is, we either do a brunch or a breakfast, a full-on breakfast. But in the weeks before that, she usually makes the carrot cake, she makes the pound cake, peanut butter brownies, chocolate dip pretzels, cornflake candy, and you know, you can't cut the carrot cake for 3 days, you guys. After she makes it, you can't cut it for 3 days. So by the time it's, you know, Christmas Day and we're all there, the cake is ready to be eaten. So usually that's my breakfast on Christmas, is the carrot cake and the pound cake. And I know that sounds bad, but truly it's the only time of year I get to eat it. So I do take advantage of it. And that brings us to the end of these questions. Today is a crafty day, you guys, so if anybody who hasn't already answered these questions, I'm tagging you. Don't want anybody to feel left out, so make sure I will copy and paste these questions down below. I had to actually get a screenshot and then write them down for myself. But I'll list the questions down below, and if you are interested in doing this tag, please feel free to do so. As always, we enjoy getting to know everybody this way, so this helps a lot. So you guys stay tuned for the next video. We are going to be going over Alicia's birthday challenge and her 500 subby giveaway. And thanks to everyone on my channel who went over and gave her some love. She has exceeded the 500 mark before her deadline for her challenge, so that's awesome. I know I texted her and she was at 491, and then she must have hit it and I didn't see it because Jellybean texted her and let her know she'd hit the 500, so that was super cool. Congrats to Alicia. Very, very well deserved. It surprises me she's not over 5,000. But anyway, you guys, thank you again, Michelle, for tagging me. Hopefully she will soon get her crafting area set up because I'm missing her. So you guys stay tuned for the next video. Much love.